Hello, I'm Jace, and welcome to my channel, the Watch Me Manifest My Dream Life. That's what I intend to do. And the reason I got the idea for this channel was because I was looking for remote jobs about a year ago, and I kept seeing all this ads and stuff, and they're like, how I make 50 grand a month from my pajamas in the back of a pickup truck wherever I want. You know, that kind of stuff. Or like how I went from broke to millionaire in 6 months. And you can't do. I'm like, okay, well, let's see the broke evidence. Maybe you just, I don't know. For some reason, they don't ring that authentic to me. However, there is one remote job that I'm very interested in that I did get advertised. So I've bought into a lot of stuff that I've been advertised on social media. So I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying I really was looking for, like, how come there's no evidence? You know what I mean? There's nothing like done. So anyway, that's where the idea came, and then I procrastinated for the last 10 months and on just making this intro video and setting up a freaking channel. 10 months I've been procrastinating, and finally I told myself I'm not going to sleep tonight until I make that first video and publish it and just see what happens. Now, I'm not doing this to try to get a bunch of success on YouTube. I'm doing this because I want a video recording of me going from where I am now, which is 55 years old. 3 months ago, just moved back home, living with my mom. Dad died 6 months ago, with my dog, who's right over there, and driving Uber, and basically broke. Unless I go out and drive and make money, I don't have any money. And I've been in that mode for about a year and a half. And I'm going to be brutally honest. This is going to be raw, unfiltered. I don't have any camera filters. I don't even have a microphone. I am going to get a microphone because I think that will just make the audio less annoying. But for right now, it's bare bones. I'm talking into my phone. It's just, if anybody ever happens to watch this and comes along for the journey, what I want you to see is a real guy go from a real dead situation financially. I mean, I've kind of a nice little apartment situation here, at the Madre's house. It's pretty nice, but I guess I wanted people to see, and I always wanted to be a human experiment. I always wanted to do something crazy. Like, I mean, I keep thinking of the Truman Show. It's kind of like that they put a human in a human experiment, but I always kind of wanted to do that with my own self and with my life, and somehow inspire other people to do good things for themselves or whatever. So anyway, I'm starting 55 years old. In fact, in a few months, I'm going to be 56 in November. So hopefully there's some cool things that manifest for me before my birthday or around my time. But, you got to let it go. We don't have control over the timing. But having a brain freeze, brain fart. I think, what was I saying? Raw, unfiltered, telling the truth. I'm going to be as brutally honest with you as I possibly can. I'll tell you exactly what's going on in my life, where I'm at, health-wise, habit-wise, everything, and what I'm doing to get myself in the best possible state, so that God, the universe, can start aligning with my energy and allowing the manifestations to materialize. I feel in a lot of ways like a lot of things I want have already manifested, but that's part of the process anyway. And we're going to go over that. And so I have basically two ideas: make an intro video, explain what the heck I'm up to and what I'm doing, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. But the second video is going to be probably a live stream. I just have to figure out how to record a live stream and make sure it works before I do that, because I want to record the live streams. Again, I want to be able to watch back 6 months, to a year, 2 years, 3, however long it takes. I want to be able to watch back my life manifesting to where it is at that point. When I get there, it'll be freaking crazy to go back and see that I had a video log of exactly where I was at each point in time. And I know I'm not actually looking in the camera. I keep looking at my face. That would be so freaking crazy. What would be even more? So ideally, what I would love is that we end up with a small community of people that all are inspired and all start finding their own techniques and practices, are using some of the ones I'm using, whatever. It be that it's a communal effort and an interchange, and that there's a whole group of us that are along the way. It's like somebody's popping in and going, "You would not believe it. Blah, 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 that I said I wanted. I got a better situation or thing or car or house or whatever. More money than I ever thought, whatever it is." Like for me, a lot of it's more situational and lifestyle, way, way above some certain ungodly amount of money. I've manifested a bunch of money twice in my life before. I've had no money, from like all through childhood. I never really had a lot of money. But this last couple of years has probably been the worst I've ever been through in terms of like broken living, right on the edge. And thank God I had family. Thank God I had some close friends that supported me and helped me through that, because without them, I wouldn't be here right now with a camera talking into it. So you're not catching me at the bottom, but that's when I thought of this idea, and I was like, man, if people saw me go from this and where I'm living and everything to literally freaking living my dream life, that would blow people's minds, And if people want to see proof, I'll freaking prove it. I'll show you my account balances. I'll show you my Uber Lyft card balances, my bank balance. I'll show you my credit score. You can see my credit's never been lower than it is right now. So I'm literally going from freaking ground zero financially to, I gotta remember, look, I'm like talking to my nose, I'm just freaking excited about it. I think it's a great idea, and it's such a cool way to log the experience for myself, to make it into a little documentary later. I just think it'll be so cool, and maybe I'll even end up submitting it to a film festival or something like that, which is crazy because I used to be an actor and I used to go to film festivals, but I was always hoping to be successful and have a movie there and all this stuff, and I never had any of that. It was like paying to play. But anyway, before I ramble too much and just like go like not so on the rambling, welcome to Ramble. You're gonna have to deal with it. Brain freezes, 55, can't remember what the heck I was gonna say from 5 minutes ago. You're gonna have to deal with all of that if you come along for the journey. But I hope you do. Like, subscribe, share. You can find out when I'm gonna do the next one. Here's the excuse me. My bad. Here's the structure. So there's this video. The next video, I'm gonna go over everything I want to manifest, like what I have in my mind right now as my dream life, like literally living my dream life, and that includes health and physical and all kinds of things that I want to create. So some of it's reliant a lot on the invisible power of the universe, and a lot of it's reliant on my own personal willpower and get out there and exercise and do this and that. So, I just think it'll be interesting for that to be witnessed from starting point all the way through like finish line, and then of course by the time I get to the finish line, I'm gonna have a whole new set of things I want. And then we'll do it again, part 2. Going to the higher level. Previously on Watch Me Manifest My Dream Life. Jason was struggling because he just blasted out another tire on his Uber ride. Anyway, this is going to be really fun. This is going to be insane. This is crazy. I've never put myself out there like this before. And hope who knows if anybody will ever watch it. I could be on it for 3 years without a single viewer. But again, I'm going to have it for myself later on, and then, then I can share it with people that way too, as like a whole documentary or something. All right, anyway, that's what it is. That's the channel. If you want to contact me for any reason, you're welcome to. My email, I think my email is listed on the account. I'll see how to make it all public. I'm new to this. I'm figuring it out. I am literally figuring it out. And it's about to be 11 minutes and 11 seconds. That's my magic number. So I am out.